Hello friends, in this video we are going to talk about polyalphabetic substitution cipher. So in the last video you might have saw what is monoalphabetic substitution cipher is. So in case of monoalphabetic substitution cipher, a plain text alphabet can be encrypted to a single ciphertext alphabet. So A was encrypted to X, so everywhere A will be encrypted to X only. But in polyalphabetic substitution cipher, A can be encrypted to two different ciphertext alphabet. So let's see that with the help of example. Here I'm going to encrypt the word cryptography. So in polyalphabetic substitution cipher, what we have to do is we have to choose a n. Here, let's say n is equal to 4. Okay, so n is equal to 4. So this 4 means that I have to break my whole word or a sentence into 4 alphabet clusters. So this is my first cluster of 4 alphabet. This is my second cluster of 4 alphabet, and this is finally my third cluster of 4 alphabet. Now we have to decide that from where it's going to start. So from which letter the this encryption is going to start. So as per this table, I'm showing you that this will start with H, and this will end with K. So this K means that the second cluster will start with K and end with T, and let's say this third cluster is starting with T and ending with some other value, let's say Z. Okay, so it will start with K means that this starting with H means that A will be encrypted to H. This is the start means. It's not like C will be encrypted to H. A will be encrypted to H and B will be encrypted to I. So just like in Caesar cipher, here the value of as the alphabet in plain text will increase, the alphabet in ciphertext will also increase. Okay. Similarly, the second cluster is starting with K means A will have the value of K. So here A is value of K, and in third cluster it's starting with T means A will be encrypted to T. Okay. So let's start encrypting. You will get to know more about this while we will encrypt this. So this was my plain text. Now I'm going to find the ciphertext for it. So for this cluster, I have to see this table because it says that this cluster is starting with H. So I have to see just this table. So the first plain text alphabet is C and C is encrypted to J. So this C will become J. Okay. And before that I have to write H because starting with H. Okay. Now R. So R is encrypting to Y in this table I'm seeing. Okay. So R is encrypting to Y. So this will become Y. Y is encrypting to F. This will become F. P is encrypting to W. So this will become W. And this is ending with K. So I will put a K here. Okay. So this script will become this ciphertext. Now the second cluster is starting with K. We have already put K here, so we don't have to put K again. Okay. Now in second cluster, we have it's saying that it's starting with K, so we have to see uh, this table, the second one. Okay. This table we have to see here. So T is encrypting to sorry D. We have to see the second table, so we will choose D here, not A, which was in the first table. We have to choose D instead of A. O is encrypting to Y, G is encrypting to Q, and R is encrypting to B. Okay, and I will end it with T. So this will be my ciphertext for second cluster. Now coming to third cluster. So now we have to see this third. double, right? Let's give it 3. Okay. So A is encrypted to T, P is encrypted to I, H is encrypted to A, and Y is encrypted to R. So we are seeing the third table. This Y is encrypted to R, and I will put Z here because it's ending with Z. So this become the cipher. This will be the complete ciphertext in polyalphabetic substitution cipher. Now here we can see that this R is repeating twice. Okay, but here the R is encrypted with Y, and here R is encrypted with I guess it's B, right? Okay, so same alphabet repeating in plain text is encrypted to different alphabet in ciphertext. So this is the feature of polyalphabetic substitution cipher, that you can't say that one plain text alphabet will be encrypted to the same ciphertext alphabet every time. Another example here, you can see that we are using what we are using here. Okay, we saw the example of R. Now we will see the example of P. Right, P is repeating. So this P and this P. This is repeating. So P is encrypted to W here, and P is encrypted to I here. Okay. So again, P is not encrypting to same alphabet again and again. So you got the gist of polyalphabetic substitution cipher. This was it. Okay. So in the next video, we will see about Vigenère cipher. So thank you for now. Bye bye.